useless. That's not even true. It's all
Who
about
said
hype.
that?
Hip Hop DX.
Dude, it's terrible. It's a terrible piece of work. It's not even fluid. It's not a body of work. It's a playlist that he put together of extra songs that were laying around to keep momentum going after tour. Is exactly what it is. That's
He
it.
told us that.
That's it. And I'm not mad at it as long as you don't present it as a body of work.
It's all right. Listen, I don't knock Drake no more. I'm not a Drake fan.
It's so catchy though.
But it's just not for me.
That's
I like one song on the album. I like Free Smoke, Free
Sacrifices is
Smoke.
good.
Sacrifices isn't. Who's that? Big Sean Sacrifices is way better than
Of course
Drake
it is, but Big Sean and Drake
Why
are in
is
a
that?
totally different conversation. Big Sean
We
and Drake.
have like 500 people.
Are we on?
Yeah, we are on.
Big
I was
Sean-
letting it cook up.
You say you want to go to the cookout?
No, I was
So he
saying
was
I was
like,
letting it cook up.
Oh, listen, what's happening? Charlamagne Tha God, another Friday night. You already know what it is, man. I was in the other room watching my Gamecocks. My South Carolina Gamecocks, they playing Baylor. They was actually winning. I think the second half about to start, but I had to come in here and do the Facebook Live. You know, we got Uncommon Sense live tonight at 11:30 p.m. on MTV2. Keith Olbermann is our guest tonight. I'm like out of it. I'm not out of it, but like I went to the doctor earlier this week. I had an upper respiratory infection, so I've been coughing crazy, and it sounds like the Easy E straight out of Compton cough. So you know, the type of friends I'll be around, they'd be like, "Oh shoot, you got AIDS."
Zika.
But, shut up, Paige. But it's an upper respiratory infection. Then I got a wisdom tooth that's actually in my gums. It hasn't come all the way out yet. So I get that pulled on Monday. So that shit hurts like a motherfucker. So I'm just on all kind of drugs. I'm on all kind of shit right now. But the show must go on. So 11:30 p.m. tonight, MTV2. Keith Olbermann's gonna be on. You see, I finally got my hard copies in. This is the official book. Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. You see me with the hoodie on. Salute to High U Clothing. They came through with the Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Created hoodies. You can go to Brilliant Idiots merch and go to High U Clothing to get that. But I'm not gonna front, man. I've been reading my audio book all week. And this ain't my memoirs right here. This is just like 8 principles that I learned in my life, and I use certain things that happened in my life to back up the principles. Like for example, what principle should I read, Paige?
Did you talk about put the weed in the bag?
We did that one. We did that one last time.
Yeah. Principle 2.
Give people the credit they deserve for being stupid.
Oh yeah, principle 7. Principle 7 is give people the credit they deserve for being stupid. I'm gonna read y'all my premise behind that, okay? Hold on one second. Give people the credit they deserve for being stupid. Knowledge is infinite. That means there's no limit to what you can learn. So if you think you're the smartest person in the room, then you clearly have been in that room and around the same people for far too long. You must always stay open and receptive to new information via friends, family, coaches, elders, and experiences. So that whole chapter is just basically about, you know, the know-it-all, not knowing a goddamn thing. That's what that whole chapter is about. And I use a lot of different things that happened in my life to back that up. Because I don't know shit. What's the question, Max? We was in here having a great discussion about Kendrick Lamar's new record. We're actually starting Uncommon Sense Live off with that tonight. And I love Kendrick. Don't ever get that misconstrued when it comes to this new generation. To me, the guys that people talk about, like how my generation talked about Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, they talk about Drake, Kendrick, and Cole like that. But I think that we have to start putting Big Sean in that conversation. I don't know why people are hitting the snooze button on Big Sean, but it's absolutely ridiculous that they do. And I feel like if it ever came down to a lyrical battle, I would much rather see Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean than Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Kendrick Lamar would absolutely wash Drake in a lyrical battle, but Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean would be much better than a lot of people think. What happened, Mac?
Yo, so someone said y'all need to hit up Andrew Schultz and let him know about Principle 7.
Oh, Andrew gonna get a copy of my book. Andrew's my guy, man. Everybody, you know, was talking about the Brilliant Idiots episode we did this week. Listen, man, that's how I am with all my friends, and I expect all my friends to be like that with me. I'm not, like, you know, that's the one thing that I do in my life that I can compare to the Kardashians. I know you look at the Kardashians sometime, and you're like, why the hell are they always showing everything? There's no way you can live in the public eye and not have your problems presented up front to the people. I'd rather, that conversation me and Andrew had on Brilliant Idiots, I would rather have with y'all, because, yo, y'all are the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the viewers. Y'all are the people that listen to the Breakfast Club. Y'all are the people that listen to the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Y'all are the ones that's out there pre-ordering my book crazy. So it's like, if y'all are constantly hitting me up, and it's things that I feel myself, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I've been feeling this way for the past couple of months, but, you know, if y'all feel a way, and y'all are addressing us about the way y'all feel about the podcast and the direction the podcast is going, why wouldn't we have that conversation in front of y'all? Like, why not? You know what I mean?
Someone asked, what's up with the audiobook?
I'm doing the audiobook right now. I'm actually on, today I finished Principle 6. So I got 2 more principles to go, because I got 8 principles in my book, so I got to finish Principle 7 of my audiobook. Principle 7 is what I just told y'all. You know, give people the credit they deserve for being stupid, including yourself. And Principle 8 is actually the Access Your Black Privilege chapter. And then I got to do my acknowledgments. You need me to read you the Access Your Black? I'm going to read y'all the Access Your Black Privilege chapter. Not the whole chapter, but I'm going to read y'all the summary. Listen, go to barnesandnobles.com, amazon.com, cthebook.com, cthabook.com, and you can pre-order Black Privilege right now. We're less than a month away. But Principle 8, Access Your Black Privilege. Regardless of any system meant to oppress me, God designed me to win. The only way I can lose is if, as a black man, I allow myself to believe America is structured to make me feel inferior. But I'll never do that. Instead, I'm confident in the knowledge that every man and every woman is equal in the eyes of God. We each have our own unique privileges. It's just up to us to unlock them. That's why I love what Kendrick Lamar said on that new song. Kendrick Lamar said, he was talking about the government, and he was like, he said something to the effect of Russia needs to be checked, and then he said something about our government, and then he said, God is coming, damn it. I don't care what nobody says. I believe in a higher power. I don't give a damn about these white people in this administration. I believe in a higher power, okay? I don't care how much they try to set us back. We will continue to move forward, all of us. I was saying that today, too, because that's another thing. I feel like America as a whole needs to go to group therapy. I think all of us as a whole need to collectively hold hands with each other, and all of us need to go to goddamn group therapy, because I don't think we realize the toll the past 4 years have taken on us. I'm not even going to say 18 months. The 18 months was the culmination of what has been going on, really the past 8 years, because I didn't realize Barack Obama had drove so many white people crazy. And by the time his second term came around, that's when everything started happening, like Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown and, you know, the Philando Castiles. Like, it was just, you know, that was the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement. Like, I don't think we realize how much of a toll, an emotional toll, was taken out of us as a people. I think like, it's a lot of motherfuckers suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder based off what we've been seeing the past 4 years. And like, that celebrity in chief becoming president just kind of like put a cherry on top of what everybody already was feeling. Like, he's the living manifestation of all the bullshit that we've been experiencing the past 4 years. So I just feel like collectively we all need some kind of goddamn therapy, man. America as a whole. White people are really losing their minds, yo. Like, a dude came all the way to New York with an 18-inch blade just to kill a black man. He left Baltimore full of black people just to come to New York to kill a black man because he said he wanted to get a bunch of media attention. Like, what the fuck? That's why I was so pissed off at the New York Daily News this week, because when the New York Daily News ran that story and they dragged us into that lawsuit with Revolt TV, which was complete bullshit because we weren't even named in the lawsuit. Like, those producers worked for Revolt. Everything they were saying was about Revolt TV, but the way the New York Daily News tried to spin it, they tried to make it seem like it was the Breakfast Club. That's very dangerous in this climate, man. In this racial climate, it's very dangerous to say a black man is racist. You got all these white hate groups, all these white supremacists, all these white nationalists, motherfucking Dylan Roofs of the world. I just told y'all the story about the dude who came to New York and killed the black man in Midtown. Like, that shit is dangerous to paint a black person as a racist in 2017. Just because I want justice, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean I'm racist. I'm not racist against nobody. I think it's ridiculous to be a black man in America and be racist. I know what prejudice feels like. I wouldn't project that energy on no motherfucking body. So don't project that goddamn energy on me. Because if I gotta fucking shoot one of these motherfucking white supremacists, no, this was gonna happen. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It ain't gonna be me that shoots one of these white supremacists. It's gonna be the white man in the suit that's with me and who's licensed to carry, that's gonna end up shooting one of these white supremacists if they run up on me. So do y'all want white on white crime? If y'all don't want no white on white crime, then stop painting me as a racist before one of these white motherfucking hate groups come after me and one of my white men in the suit gotta take him down. Okay? Donald Trump ain't the only motherfucker walking around here with secret terms. What's up, Max?
2 questions. 1, where can they get the hoodie?
High U Clothing. High U Clothing.
Idiots merch.
And BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com. Black privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it. April 18th. I ain't gonna front. This might be the most. I'm so proud of this book, and the reason I'm proud of this book is because I grew up reading. I tell y'all that all the time. My mother's an English teacher. I got an extensive library at home. I love reading, and this is something that I had on my vision board for years. The original book I wanted was called. My title was gonna be "I Don't Give a Fuck and Neither Should You," a self-help guide on how not to give a fuck. I swear I've had that title in my mind for at least probably longer than that, at least 10 years. At least. I had it written down and everything. And, last year when I started working on my book, the book company, Salute to Touchstone, Shyman and Schuster, Touchstone, Shyman and Schuster told me that I couldn't name my book that. They didn't want me to name my book that because they said I wouldn't be able to get in Walmart and, I wouldn't get a lot of good placement. And they was like, the word fuck is like, I guess like, it rubs people the wrong way. And then a guy came along. What's that dude's name? Mark what? What's his name? Mark Manson? I don't remember what his name is. But he put out a book late last year called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And he's been on the New York Times bestsellers list for months. Top 5. I saw it this week. He was still top 5. So, basically, I'm right. I was right. That's all it boils down to. That's all I ever want. I'm never always trying to be right, but when I'm right, I'm right. I'm telling them. I'm telling the book company. And I can't really argue with these people because this is what they do for a living. But I'm just telling them, y'all are really looking too much into the word fuck. Look at the era we live in. Donald Trump ran a whole campaign talking about grabbing on pussies, and you think people care about the word fuck in the word fuck in 2017? Like, there's so many things that offend people nowadays, but the word fuck. But
some people, it might offend some people.
Well, guess what? It hasn't offended the people that have made that book top. That book has been top 5 on the New York Times bestsellers list since it came out. What's the dude's name? Look up the book page. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark something. I can't remember. But I'm not even tripping because, whenever something happens, I don't really like. I believe in like divine misdirection. So I don't even. Mark Manson. So I don't even believe. I believe in divine misdirection. So when somebody comes to me and tells me that something's not going to work, or it can't go down this way, I'm just forced to think about something else. So I just thought about, what else am I passionate about? And the other thing I was passionate about was the whole concept of, black empowerment. Like I said, I grew up in a generation where they taught us that the black man is God and black women are queens and we're kings and, black pride, black power. So I'm like, I don't want to name it black excellence or black pride or black power. Black privilege. Look, the white man has been co-opted from us all of these years. Let's co-opt something from him. Okay? So black privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it. April 18th. Give me some questions, Max.
Right now, just more comments. South Carolina's winning by 19.
South Carolina up by 19, goddammit. 803 in this bitch. Gamecocks, motherfucker. You see me out here.
I have a question.
With my Gamecock shit. Yes, Paige.
What do you hope readers will glean from reading your book?
What do I hope readers will gain from gaining their book? I hope readers will gain, like the subtitle says, I hope readers will realize that opportunity comes to those who create it, and I hope that readers realize that nobody is going to do shit for you. Like, that's just the way the world works. Like, everything is about choice, and you have to make a conscious decision to go out there and motherfucking get it. Like, I don't care what your circumstances are. I don't care what your condition of life is. And I don't care where you start. It's all about where you finish, and you just have to really make a conscious choice to be successful. And I really feel like the first step to being successful is belief in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then it don't matter what the fuck book you read. It don't matter what somebody tells you. It don't matter what you're influenced by. Like, you can be influenced by anybody that's successful. Like, you could see you know, somebody out there that's doing it. Like, what's the young lady from Apple? Bo, you can see Bo from Apple and be like, man, she's doing it, but I'll never be able to do that. Or I can't do that. As soon as you say I'll never be able to do that or I can't do that, guess what? It won't get done. Period. Soon as you put that limitation on yourself, you got to tell the motherfucking universe what it is that you can do. That's why I love LeVar Ball so much, man. Fuck that. I'm delusional, motherfucker. I feel like I can accomplish anything as long as I got God in my life, damn it. I don't give a shit. I ain't asking a motherfucker for nothing. Like, I be ready to go, especially in this day and age. I talk about all that in my book. I talk about how, you know, people want to be on television but won't even do this. You want to be on TV but you won't even go Facebook Live and just have a conversation with your motherfucking followers, but you won't be on TV. What kind of sense does that make? You want to be a writer but you ain't never even wrote a blog, put some shit up on your Tumblr. Like, what the fuck you think you playing with? You want to do radio. You want to do podcasts, but you ain't never just sat down with a mic in your motherfucking computer and started talking and uploaded your shit to SoundCloud. Like, who you playing with? You ain't playing me, you playing yourself. Because I'm good, all right? And I'm going to keep being good. You know why? Because I understand the philosophy that opportunity comes to those who create it. And trust me, when you create your own opportunities, it feels much better. That's why I love the Brilliant Idiots podcast, because it's a platform that I created, and I knew who I wanted. At first I wanted Jesse Mapeluso, but Jesse didn't. I don't know what happened with Jesse. I'm like, yo, you know who would be dope? Andrew. And the reason I thought Andrew would be dope because the conversation me and Andrew have every day offline. And guess what? It worked. And that platform is a great platform. And we're going to continue that platform. Don't get it fucked up. Don't think because me and Andrew weren't seeing eye to eye this week that, you know, that's not my guy. Because that is my guy. I'm like that with all my friends, man. And yes, maybe I need to learn how to talk to people better. That's something I'm working on in myself. But you got to understand the people that I've been around all my life and the people like my father and my uncles and how they used to talk to me. Okay? I don't know no other way. I don't want to walk all the way around this table to get out this motherfucking room. Show them where the door is at, man. See the door? Now show me. This is how I like to walk out the door. Now, let me show you how motherfuckers that like to sugarcoat shit like to walk out the door.
I've never seen him box.
That's so stupid. You could just walk straight out the motherfucking door, but you want to go all the way around shit? That's stupid. I like to get straight to shit. Especially nowadays, nobody has time for the bullshit, man. There is no time to be out here playing, all right? There's no time to be out here sugarcoating nothing. We need truth, and we need it all the time, and we need it every day, and that's the moral of the fucking story. What's the more question, Mike?
This is a good one. Everyone wants to know how you became successful, but I want to know how you did it when your back was against the wall and you felt like you couldn't make it.
I never felt like I couldn't make it. Even when my back was against the wall, I never felt like I couldn't make it, ever. I promise to God, ever. I always knew that God had something greater for me. And I'm willing to roll with the punches. Like, prime example, when I got fired from Wendy Williams' show, stayed at home for like 6-7 months. Was just watching my daughter at home while my wife would go to work. And I got the job in Philadelphia doing mornings. Was there for like 9 months, 6 months, something, I don't fucking remember. Got fired after the Beanie Siegel interview. That's when everybody said Jay-Z got me fired, which I don't even think is true, but it reads well in the book, which I always knew it would. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm going back home to South Carolina. Like, I had nothing else to do. Like, I couldn't afford to live in Philly and Jersey at the time. Went back down to South Carolina, collected unemployment. And my homegirl Kendra G, salute to Kendra G. God will always show you signs. God will always have people come in your life that'll just tell you things that'll keep you motivated. Kendra said, Charlamagne, I want you to focus and take all the time you can with your family, because when you get back in position, you won't have time. And she was absolutely right, because November of 2010, the Breakfast Club started. So it's just like, I never feel like my back is against the wall. Like, I know that God has something out there greater for me. And it's not like I'm just sitting around waiting for that thing to fall out the sky. I just keep working. I just keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I just keep motherfucking going. Damn, Trey and August Alsina beefing because of what Trey said on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hold on, somebody just sent me this shit. August Alsina, when niggas mention your name in an interview talking about catching fades, but you already offered several fades years ago and will still gladly beat his goofy ass and then be cool later. And then he added Trey songs, and he added Breakfast Club. Never talking crazy, always talking the truth. Stretch before you reach next time, nigga, and don't mention my name. Back to the real world where real problems exist, and then Trey songs with laughing emojis.
Why are they so angry?
Yeah, we don't need to perpetuate that, man. I fuck with Trey. Listen, this is the thing, right? I always tell y'all, and I talk about it in my book, you got to be of the industry and you got to be of the people. And the reason I feel like you got to be of the people is because when you're constantly of the people, like you're always going to give that real fan perspective. Like I never want to lose sight of that. I never want to lose sight of just being a fan and just, you know, telling the truth about the way I see things. And, you know, when you're of the industry and you're always around these industry dudes and these industry folks, you know, you feel like you can't tell them the truth because they're your people. But they're not really your people if you're not telling them the truth anyway. Trey and August are two motherfuckers I fuck with. I've been knowing Trey since 2002. I knew Trey before his first album dropped. Like I did an interview with Trey on Hot 103.9 in Columbia, South Carolina back in 2002. And I was fucking with him then. I'm like, oh, you ain't know Omarion and making him sing live and all kind of shit. And Trey always was a wild boy. And I remember at the end of the interview, Trey and his management at the time, they was like, man, you need to be in New York doing radio. So that was Trey was probably the first person to plant that seed in my head, like, man, New York. So I always got love for Trey because of that. Like we've literally both watched each other just grow. And the same thing with August. I knew August since he first came in the game, and that's the difference now. You know, it's hard not to be, I don't want to say it's hard not to be of the industry because that's not the right word, but I'm older than a lot of these new artists. So it's like they come to me different. These are still young kids at the end of the day. Like, they're young men, young women. So it's like the conversations are different. Like, I like talking to August. August is a good dude, man. August is a good dude who had a hell of a struggle in his life. You know what I mean? He dealt with a lot of with demons and things, but he's actually a very, very sharp kid. So I don't want to call him a kid, a very sharp young man. So I don't even want to perpetuate no Trey Songz, August Alsina beef. I thought they already had that past them. But those are two very good, solid brothers, man. But I mean, yo, guys do gotta square up just to get some shit off their chest. I ain't got no problem with that either, as long as it's like, we ain't, you know, you don't gotta put it on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. Like, y'all just go head up and may the best man win. If you lose, you just shut the fuck up. And if you win, you don't slander that man's name no more. I even say nothing about the man no more. You just keep it moving. Sometimes I don't got no problem with brothers getting things off their chest. What's another question, man?
What's next after the book? Like, what's your next goal?
Man, let me tell you something. Paige, no. That's why Paige Chuck. I got so many things cooking. That's the thing people don't understand. Like, this book didn't just come out April 18th. This book was cooking for like 2 years. So it's like I got things that I've been cooking a year ago, 2 years ago, that when you'll see it all, you know, either this year or early next year, like it'll all hit like a wave and you'll be like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't know he was doing all that shit, but that's just the way the game go. Like, I subscribe to the Jay-Z philosophy, bubble quietly and then blow. Like, I'm not one of those people that walk up in an office somewhere and have a major meeting with the person and then snap the logo of the office and Snapchat who I'm with. I don't never do that. That ain't my thing. I like when things get done, they get done. You see announcements. That's what I like. I like announcements. I like, oh shit, he's executive producing this. Oh shit, he's executive producing that. Or, oh shit, he's starring in that. Like, I just like to do the work, and then you see the results of that work later. Like, I don't feel the need to document the process. The process is something that you enjoy on your own. That's what I talk about in the book, Put the Weed in the Bag First. Like, putting the weed in the bag is just all about enjoying the process. I enjoy the process. Like, I don't have to broadcast everything that I'm doing. Me and my team know what we're doing. And the book is just, I hate to say it, this is old work. Like, this is something that I hope stands the test of time simply because of the principles that are in it. And, you know, these are definitely moments from my life that are historic. But I kind of feel like putting them in this book means that I'm kind of closing the chapter on all of this, and I'm giving that to the people. Like, this is just where I'm at now. Like, this is where I'm at now. These are principles in my life that help me get to where I am. And every day I'm constantly growing and evolving. So this is old work. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. I'm in the 2022 right now with the hustle. And that's just the truth to the matter. Like,
I like this question. What was your lowest point in the last 3 years, and what pulled you up?
lowest point in the last 3 years. What was the lowest point in the last 3 years? That's a damn good question. Cause I don't think I really had any super low points. I mean, I have super low points, I guess, to myself maybe, but it's not necessarily about things that have happened. It's more so about I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I know this may sound crazy, but I don't really have no low points. And the reason I don't have no low points is because I'm always appreciative of what I already have. Like, I think you experience low points when you are focused on everything that's not there instead of focusing on everything that is there. Like, I'm always enjoying the moment. So it's hard to have a low point when you're enjoying the moment. I think I don't want to call it a low point, but I think when I put out that tweet about women of color needing a platform, that pissed me off a little bit. And the reason it pissed me off because I couldn't believe that so many people misconstrued that or misunderstood what I was trying to say. But I guess the way I got out of it is I'd rather show and prove by actions and deeds, not word and lip service. I'd rather show y'all what I was talking about as opposed to talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no need to talk about women of color needing a platform when I have platforms and can give women those platforms and help them create their own, which is what we're doing, so yeah. And I guess what helped me get out of that was Angela Rye, because it's just that's the thing that's what came out of that situation, me meeting her and her becoming like family. Like, her and my wife work out together, like that's my people, like, so yeah. I guess if you want to call that a low point, I don't know if I don't necessarily think that was a low point. I just don't like when my character gets attacked. But you can't even worry about your character when you know who you are. Like, you just gotta understand that's reputation. That's other people's perception of you, and other people's perception of you has nothing to do with you because that's what they're dealing with. But I can only be responsible for my character and who I am as a person, and knowing what my ultimate goal is, or knowing what my ultimate goal was before I even said or do something. So, yeah, last 3 years, man, it's hard to pinpoint last 3 years of being a low point because my last 3 years have been really, really good. I'm going to be honest with you. My last few years have been really, really incredible, bro.
What are you going to talk about tonight on the show?
We got Keith Oldman on tonight. Who the hell is that?
What?
I don't know who that is. But today we got Keith Oldman on the show, and we're going to be talking about the Republicans in Congress throwing a middle finger to Donald Trump and telling him get the fuck out of here with his whack-ass healthcare plan. We're going to be talking about Trump's ties with Russia. If you watch Keith Oldman, he does these videos called The Resistance. And, on The Resistance, he just talks about a lot of that kind of stuff. And he had a good one this week about Trump and his ties to Russia. So we're going to be talking to him about that. Crystal probably going to be going in on Tommy Lauren because I'm going to set her up. I'm going to set Crystal up. I'm going to play Tommy on The View. And Tommy got suspended this week. I was listening to the read this week and I heard Crystal go in. So I'm going to gas her up. She don't know I'm going to gas her up. But I'm going to gas her up. But it's going to be dope. What else? What else, Max? What we got? I got to go watch the Gamecocks finish this game with Baylor.
Last question that I saw was a Drake question.
Talk to me about Drake.
Drake versus Ross. Who had a better album?
Rick Ross. Come on. It's not even close. Come on now. Y'all know I'm not even a hater, bro. And I've always given Drake his props. I think he can rap. I hate when he sings. I still don't like that singing shit he be doing. But it's not even close. Okay? Rather You Than Me is way better than More Life. That Apple of My Eye record with Raphael Sadiq is incredible. All right? Come on, man. That's Raphael Sadiq from Tony, bruh. Like, come on, man. Like, it's not even close, man. Rick Ross said, in a room full of failures, I feel out of place. Like, come on, man. It's really not even close between Rick Ross and More Life. Like, that's not even a good comparison. Like, it's not even remotely on the same level. I don't care that Drake sold 500,000 records this week. That don't mean that the album is better than Ross shit just because Ross sold 100,000. That just means that Drake sold 500,000 records. That's it. But Ross, and we got to stop fronting on Ross too, man. Ross on his 9th album. Ross has a very consistent catalog. When you talk about his albums and you talk about his mixtapes, and when you talk about the fact that Rick Ross can really, really rap. He can rap. Rick Ross is an MC. That word that we don't use too much no more, that Rick Ross is a MC. Salute to Rick Ross. Salute to my guy Gunplay too. Gunplay can rap his ass off.
Rick Ross or Big Sean?
Rapping?
Yeah.
Big Sean. I don't know what y'all hearing. I don't know what y'all are not listening to when y'all listen to Big Sean. Big Sean is lyrically incredible, bro. I don't care what the fuck y'all say. Don't come to me with songs like Ass, Ass, Ass. Come to me with songs like Sacrifice. Come to me with songs like Bigger Than Me. You know, you'll come to me with songs like The Light. Like, y'all motherfuckers be listening to what's on the radio and thinking that, you know, that disqualifies him from being a dope MC. Jay-Z's not considered a God MC because of his radio records. Biggie Smalls isn't considered a God MC because of his radio records. That's what they are, they're radio records. I'm talking about them album cuts, them freestyles on mixtapes, that shit you hear that you like, oh my God. So, Big Sean, lyrically. Big Sean lyrically, Big Sean with the flow, Big Sean with the delivery. And I love Ross. But Sean is something special. And y'all gonna realize that later on in life. Well, that's it. All right, listen, man. Uncommon Sense Live comes on tonight, 11:30 p.m. on MTV2. Keith Olbermann is the guest. And please go buy my book, Black Privilege. Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create. You can pre-order now at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, cedarbook.com. Oh, I should give them some dates real quick before we go. Hold up. Let me give you some dates. Let me give you some tour dates. First picture that popped up when I went to my Instagram was Paige's boyfriend car.
Stop it.
Big neck car.
Stop doing that.
17th year at Barnes & Noble's Fifth Ave.
Yes, April 17th, Barnes & Noble's Fifth Ave.
Powerhouse
Arena in New York. That's at 7 p.m. Angela Rye's moderating that. No, April 18th is the Barnes & Nobles. That's the next day. Yeah, April 18th is Barnes & Noble's Fifth Avenue. I'm in Dallas, Texas at Paul Quinn College on the 19th at 4 p.m. I'm in Los Angeles on the 20th, Barnes & Noble at the Grove.
YouTube Space New York fan event on the 17th.
YouTube Space fan event on the 17th. I think I'm going to get Crystal to moderate that one. April 20th, Los Angeles, California, Barnes & Noble's The Grove. 6 p.m. Carrie Champion of ESPN Sports Center is moderating that one. I'm Atlanta, Georgia Tech, Barnes & Noble's, 12:30 p.m. That's on the 22nd. I'll be in Atlanta on the 22nd at Acapella Books at 4 p.m. Then I'll be home in Charleston, the 843. I'll be there April 23rd at Blue Bicycle Books. I got Tessa Spencer moderating that one. Then also on the 23rd at 5 p.m. I'll be in the Metro, Columbia, South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks. I'll be at the Books A Million at 5 p.m. I got BZ Baby moderating that one. And April 26th, Ridgewood, New Jersey, I'll be at Bookends, 6 p.m. And April 4th, I'll be in Washington, D.C. at the Event Space at 7 p.m. And Angela Rye's moderating that one too. May 4th, I'm sorry. May 4th, I'll be in D.C. at the Event Space, 7 p.m. And Angela Rye's moderating that one too. More dates to come, but watch Uncommon Sense Live tonight, 11:30 p.m. MTV2. Talk to you next time, right? I'm going to watch those Gamecocks go to the Elite Eight, okay? Peace.
And the Badgers.